Hi, my name is Akila Howard Brown, and I'm presenting to you my individualized portfolio, how I am choosing to present myself in the world. I would like to focus on how I am establishing myself within my community because it is very important to me to learn who you are as a person, where you stand, and what's your role, and how you are committing yourself in that position. Last year, I transitioned from a civilian job to a government job, and these classes have helped me understand the aspect of the government system and how I am becoming a better, valuable helper to my job and also my family. I started a fundraiser 3 years ago. That's where it's going to come in for community support. So I will discuss more of that as follows. The first class I would like to discuss was my SS3376 Stat Supply of Social Science Inquiry. This class engaged me in so many questions because I was battling between what was ethical and what was unethical. My research, I dived deep into it. We wrote papers, classroom discussions, and I was influenced in a very challenging way. The interactions I've learned between me and my classmates, we tried to figure out how could we apply that out in the real world, because inside the class we would read the book, we would have conversations, but the main question was how would we transition that out into outside of the classroom. That's what we focused on between our research ethics, because it happens to us too, not just the people that we read about. The next class I would like to focus on is my sociological theory class. This class had me understanding the different perspectives on society. There are many theorists and there are many theories. We have to realize that we don't always just believe in one theory. We can believe in more than one. So take me for an example. Some situations I believe that I'm an interactionist theory, and I believe there is a conflict theory. And those two working together, I'm able to figure out the interactions of individuals or interactions between certain systems, and then where's the conflict. So learning about those for myself, I'm able to figure out how to move forward and ask the question, why things work the way they do. So you should ask yourself, what theories do you believe in? What can you do about it? And ask that question, why things work the way they do. Minorities in US social structure. I believe Professor Wolf's class on minorities in US social structure really stuck with me, because I didn't understand how other African American women were feeling within my class. Once a week, we met online to just have discussions. We had guest speakers, and learning about other women issues, especially minorities as myself, raised my awareness that the problems I have, yes, they are issues, but there are other minorities out there that's having a little bit bigger issues, and the double standards that's placed against minorities and real life experiences. So having our classroom discussion online, even though it wasn't in person, it was able to still be an intimate conversation to where it was a safe space. And that's what I appreciate about Professor Wolf, because having that safe space to talk about and not be judged about either where you come from or the issues that you dealt with lifted some anxiety off of us. So because we had Caucasians, we had other minorities group, Asians, in our class, but it was just how everyone was open to hearing somebody else's story. And if they either didn't experience this or they never witnessed this, they took that time to sit back and be at all and have empathy for that person. So I can actually say this class, like I said, it stuck with me only because it was real. And all the classes that I took, of course, is real, but this right here, just bringing our classmates together throughout this pandemic, especially online, was something that I can definitely take with me to my next classes and being open and to reading and hearing my classmates' stories. And remember, at the very bottom, like I said, discomfort is an opportunity for growth. And there was much discomfort because some of the conversations you would think people would go back and forth and try to throw their own opinion in, but it was that opportunity for them to sit back and learn from it. Senior seminar, this class, transition time. The reason why I'm smiling so big because being in this class is completing a milestone for me. I started at Troy University on suspension, so I had to take a break. So realizing how far I've come to reach this class and understanding how the system works, not just the government system, but also the school system, and how the school systems that I've been in, Troy University, have helped me get to where I am. Professor Durham has taught us how to craft resumes and basically learn about the jobs and careers that we are trying to get into. And like I said before, I'm in a government job. I work at the Fort Campbell Commissary, and learning about the GS system is very intriguing because coming from a civilian job, I was working in the restaurant industry. Server, now you might not think much of it, but it was valuable customer service there where I gained much experience. But it was knowing how to adjust to a more strict system and how to be held accountable for your actions and the people around you, and to move forward and have the passion for what you're doing. So whenever you're in the government system, this book right here is very effective on what you should know. And I'm still learning that now because this past April made a year for me working in this position, and I'm able to learning that I can jump to positions. Say, example, if someone is a GS4, you can jump up to a GS6 position if you didn't have that degree. But now that I'm obtaining my bachelor's in sociology Sunday, yay, I'm obtaining that Sunday, I can put that on my resume and talk about how my sociology degree has helped me better myself and progress. And I might be able to get even a higher job with my bachelor's, an entry-level job, but it's still a place that you're getting your foot in the door. And I believe this class has definitely been a stepping stone for me with that. I didn't rent these books, I brought them so I can keep referring back to them and challenging my mind to become better. The skills and knowledge acquired that I've been talking about through this presentation is my valuable customer service, teamwork, empathy, and leadership ability. My valuable customer service, you have to know how to talk to people. My mom always told me it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So having effective communication through your customer service will be very, very top notch. Teamwork, once again, I've always been the person that's willing to work in teams to get to know other people and find icebreakers. And empathy, you have to learn how to place yourself in someone else's shoes. You may not completely understand what they're dealing with, but you can pause for a second and hear and listen to them, not just hear them, listen and empathize. My leadership ability, being a military wife and a new mom, I had to step up as a leader. My husband, like I said, he's in the Army. I'm proud of the man that he is. So seeing how much of a leader he is challenges me as a wife and as a student to uphold more leadership abilities in myself, because things that he don't know, I may know and be able to lead him and he can lead me. And that's how I feel like my sociology degree has helped me acknowledge that, or just become aware of where my leadership abilities are in my life. My accomplishments. Self-Proverbs is something very personal to me. I started it off for the lack of motivation I had at the beginning of my school career. And now I realize like just being able to help others in some form of way, mentally, physically, spiritually, it's just like self-motivating yourself to become better. And it's still a work in progress for myself. But in the pictures, as you see, this was the first year and the first two pictures right here where I raised over $500 and set up outside of O'Charlie's in Dothan and passed out free school supplies. The second year, last year, I did a raffle because of COVID restrictions. I just did an online raffle where I raised over $700 and um, route dispersed gift cards to the winners of the raffle that I had. And becoming a mom in January, my little Autumn Amelia Grace Brown, she humbled me. So learning about her, just learning about myself, how I overcame the labor and just, like not overcame, but just like pushed through. That was a big moment for me also. That's one of my greatest accomplishments thus far. And the very bottom, I don't have any pictures yet, but I have my certificate of invitation for the National Society of Leadership and Success. They're still sending me my induction certificate, so I'm awaiting for that. But I was inducted 2 weeks ago, and with this course, I'm still learning my action steps, my networking teams, and I'm very grateful for the NSLS program. The main question, why the sociology degree will be transferable and valuable for future employees, is qualities of being a valuable helper. Many businesses are looking for that the quality in a person because they don't want or need anything that's going to make their business go down. They need uplifting, optimistic people with certain areas and being able to push forward. That's why you have to realize and understand the jobs that you're applying for to not waste your time or the employer's time. So finding those qualities within yourself will help you establish where you would like to go for your career. And also the portable skills that I have obtained since I started my college career. Learning about my teamwork, my customer service, and my leadership abilities, those are all portable skills that I can take anywhere with me. I just have to know where I should apply and where my best fit is in there. And remember, sociology is everywhere. So when you step outside and you're looking at your neighbors, yourself, and everything around you, it's there. You just have to understand. Special thanks to the following businesses, the people, colleges, and universities. I am thankful for the growth that I have came to. This is only the beginning. So I'm just saying thank you right now because the things that I have learned within my bachelor's time is only going to move me forward from here and out. And the one reference that I've had was for the ASA, was the American Sociological Association. I am thankful for my sociology degree, and I will continue to become a better helper each and every day. And if you would like to know more about Self Proverbs, you can inbox me here on Canvas, or you can type in that hashtag, the hashtag Self Proverbs, SELFPROVERBS, and you'll see me either on Google, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. I hope that all my classmates enjoy Sunday. See you at graduation. And for the ones that's graduating in the summer or later on this year, much applause to you too. Thank you and have a great day.